4 days to Brighton. But we are getting there, and I'll take you to the garage in a minute and show you. Little modification on the van. Got some ladders on the back, and that's so if we break down on the way to Brighton, right, there's only 3 seats in the front, but the 4 of us who are on the car are going to go up the ladders and sit on the top of the van and go all the way to Brighton on the top of the van. So there you go. That's the preparation for Brighton. I've only got one word, and that's Brasso. And that's a shiny lamp. And that's a not a shiny lamp. And that's the car. So we are getting there slowly with bits and bobs on the car. So the last preparations now. Bit of clean up. Really, at this stage, you've got to suck it and see. Can't do any more. We've tested the car, and well, we'll just see how she goes. Of course, we're prepared. We've got spares. We've got spare tyre there, spare tube. But really, you know, at this stage, you're in the hand of the gods. So nothing you can do about it. A lot of people watching this video won't get what I'm talking about this London to Brighton thing. It's just, it is a crazy thing. It's a mad thing to do, to drive from London to Brighton in an open top car in the winter, 60 miles, with brakes that are non-existent, wooden wheels, and it's just a bit madness really, but it's celebrating well, it's celebrating what I like and my life and my hobby. And if it wasn't for people like me and the other 400 nutters who were doing it, it would be gone. So what would you be driving to London to Brighton in to celebrate? A Tesla? Team Hardy Classics, moving the car, ready to get her in for Brighton. She looked lovely. And that's where she's going. So we're in the workshop and Mark's collecting all the gear for the breakdown van. Or I'm not going to say breakdown van, I'm going to say support vehicle. So this is just some of the stuff we're taking with us to Brighton. The belt and braces, but there you go, there's another fella coming with us. I just don't know. The whole run could be scuppered for something tiny, like a nut and bolt, or a washer, or a piece of wire, or it could be scuppered for something major, like a gearbox. Well, if you're wondering where I am, I'm sitting in Durham train station, ready to go to London to participate in the London to Brighton car run. For me, this is the best event of the year. I didn't do it last year because I had a bad back, and I'm pleased I didn't do it last year because the rain was horrendous. So I've got half my team here now. Hello Ellie.
Hi.
Pat. Hello.
No,
And,
hello.
And Mandy. To be honest, I don't know whether I'll be smiling on Sunday, but we'll see. Right, we've landed in New Bond Street, London, and we're in the Bonhams Auction, the golden age of motoring, and there's 1 or 2 bits and bobs here that I'm going to attempt to buy today, if they're in my price range.
So the first on the block today, you're in
The first thing I'm looking at is the Orient bookboard, and for you who don't know what they look like, they're basically a skateboard with an engine on. The whole body is the suspension. It's made out of wood. Just basically looks like a big skateboard with an engine on the back. But they're the cheapest way to get into the London to Brighton.
Online now, selling the car at £20,000. No more. Your caster. Type G Visa B, first registered in 2003 in the UK. BCC data, of course, and campaigned in various London and Brighton.
And the next thing I'm going to be bidding on, the next lot number up, This is gorgeous little blue, totally original. De Dion vis-a-vis. And for those who don't know what vis-a-vis means, it means opposite each other in French. So obviously the car is a French car, again, Brighton eligible, and in lovely original condition. I really would like to own this, so I'm going to put some strong bids in. Looks like it's down to me and another bidder in the room. The phone bidder seems to have cocked out. Although he's back in again. And I have a budget. I've got to stick to that budget because of commission and VAT, etc. But I would love to own it. If I don't own it, there's always next time. But let's just see how I get on.
70,000 great car, great enthusiastic family. We've known it for a long time. Ready? 500, 500. Thank you very much. We've got other cars coming. Don't worry. We're here to make you relax.
Well, that's another one that's not coming home to Hardy Classics, but there's always another car, there's always another day. Next lot coming up is this beautiful little Renault. I don't know whether it's a D or an A type, but I've just sold one of these to the Netherlands. Similar year, in fact, very similar car, but without the canopy. And probably, I'm going to dare say it, a little bit more original than this car, although this car was featured in the film Genevieve. I might have a bid on this, but again, I think it'll do strong money here today. There's a lot of foreign interest in the room, and a lot of foreign interest on the phone, and obviously with it being a French car, they like to go abroad. So we'll just watch this one and see what it makes. Sadly, it didn't sell. Sometimes they just don't reach what the buyers have in mind for them. And this next car, the Dietrich, I would have loved to bid on. It's an absolute gorgeous car, but I honestly, I didn't think it was in my price range, and I didn't have time to look at it properly. Again, another gorgeous little lightweight car, but this one, it's not registered in the UK, so you've got your 5% import tax, as well as it's got to be BCC registered, so a big lump of money on that.
It seems cheap, 48,000, but by the time you get 20% commission, you know what I mean? It's nearly 60 grand, isn't it? By the time you get out the sale and a bit of haulage, 60 grand. This might be worth buying.
This little Clement, yeah, it would have been a one probably worth buying if the price was right, but I've seen a similar year, similar car in a retail situation for a lot less money than what that's just achieved.
230. This quite amazing, very distinctive Gasoline.
Next lot going over the block is actually a car that belongs to a friend of mine from over the pond. His father was a massive collector and a really enthusiast. He passed away a year or so ago, and he'll be missed at this sale because he was a right character.
One wrong, didn't I? We're at Bonhams Vetran sale today, and I came to buy, well, I had 5 cars on the list, and I came away with 2 headache tablets and a glass of water. So, can't win them every time, can you? But we're outside Bonhams Golden Age Motor Sale, and there's a few transporters here. Going to be taking cars away. In fact, the whole street down New Bond Street is full of transporters. And there's one thing for sure, none of my cars are going to be in them.
Morning and welcome to Hardy Classics. I'm just going to flick the camera around and show you my view this morning. And that's it. Grimy London. I've come away from the grim north to come to the grim south. But I tell you what a view. Just zoom that out. As you don't know London, B2 Tower. What we've got over there? We've got the Shard. We've got two wheels, we've got one in Hyde Park and we've got the London Eye at Westminster Bridge. We've got Hyde Park down there. The reason I'm showing you this video is to show you how close my hotel is to Hyde Park this year for the run. I couldn't get any closer if I tried. If I turn the camera down there, basically where that car's just pulling now is the entrance to the hotel. That's where my car will be getting dropped off for the Brighton run, and I'll go along that road and then down the main road where you just seen that truck. That's Bearwater Road, and I'll go into Victoria Gate into Hyde Park, which is basically 100 yards on your right. So I've got all this right so far. Let's just hope the rest of it just clicks into place, but we'll have to see. That's the fun of it. Well, I'm walking down Bearwater Road in London here, day before the London to Brighton, and I was at the auction yesterday. Was I disappointed with the auction? Yeah, I was disappointed, and I wasn't just disappointed because I didn't get anything, but I was disappointed in Bonhams. The way they had it organised. You don't get your catalogues anymore, and then all of a sudden halfway through the sale the screen went off, so they were all panicking, or nobody will be able to read what's coming up next, so they ran around giving catalogues out. So I don't know, just a bit disappointed with the whole Bonhams Auction scene at the minute. But anyway, on a brighter note, we're walking down to Regent Street. We're going to have a look at all the cars down Regent Street. So just a quick one, we'll come down Bearwater Road tomorrow morning and come into Victoria Gate, Hyde Park. We'll come down there and go into Hyde Park. We'll have a walk down here at the cars down on display. Can't really get near them because it's pretty busy. Really busy. And this year's car show, it usually is on display at Regent Street, but this year they've done it at St James's, and it's not St James's Park, it's St James's in London. And the rumours are that it's being shown down here because of stop oil protesters, and I wonder if these stop oil protesters actually own a car or travel on a bus or a train, or they just skateboard or cycle everywhere. I'm not sure, but anyway, there's Genevieve. What an absolutely gorgeous car, and priceless in my view. That car there is an electric car. It's owned by Lauren, I think he's called Lauren, and he has a website, Pre-War Classics, that we advertise in. There's the Spiker. You've seen Genevieve, and that's its twin in the film, the one that races. We've put a video out that shows all the cars in St James's, if you want to click the link and have a look at that. Yeah, so that's a quick look around the cars, and to be fair, I sound really negative here, but to be fair, not as good as the normal show they put on at Regent Street. In fact, not even a quarter as good. I don't know whether that's because the sponsors have changed or what, but I mean, there's some lovely cars. The cars are still the same, but just not as many. So we'll see what tomorrow brings. In fact, let's have a look. There's one coming down here now. Yeah, good. And it looks like, well, it's definitely American. Looks like it could be a Stevenson's Duray. Yeah, I think it's a Stevenson's Duray, followed by a little today on looking at the bonnet. Oh, right, it's Sunday morning, November the 5th, the morning of the run at the Brighton run, and I've just opened the curtains on my hotel, looked out the window and I've just saw the top of my van, and I'm sure it's my van because I've just seen one of me trusted pit crew and chief mechanic and good all round chap, Mark, walk up the street. So I'm going to flick the camera around. So there you go, that's my van, if you can just see it, reversing up the street with its hazard warning lights on and pulling in, and there is my pit crew down there. And I guess they're going to take the van out, the car out, sorry. There's Mark, don't block the entrance to the hotel. There they go. I don't know whether you can see, there's all the lights on the van there now. I couldn't get in a better room really. I mean, what a vantage point. Right, so we've landed in London and the car's getting unloaded. There's Tyler on the car. Hope it starts. Of course, he says. And these are the rest of the bums coming out the Park Lane Hotel. Was it Park Lane? No, Royal Lancaster. Got that one wrong. Exactly. A few cars down there getting unloaded. And we're ready for the start line. Right, that's the car up and running. I'm going to pop it in gear and head over to Hyde Park, ready for the start. Going to Victoria Gate, I think it is. I've got two candles for lights in the front. Well, I've got two candles for two little LED torches, but will do. And we're heading over now, ready for the start line for the 2023 London to Brighton Car Run. And it's dry. Hope everything else comes okay. Everybody, I'll turn the bottle up. So it's about 6:15 in the morning and all the cars are arriving, all shapes, sizes and styles. It's the only way you'll ever see all these cars together. Right, we're heading to Sector 15, and Sector 15, for those who don't know, is basically last position. And the reason we're in last position is not because of the age of the car, because our car's 1903, so it should be somewhere in the middle or, you know, 3/4 of the way back. It's because I registered too late. If you register too late, you stick it to the back of the queue. So, basically, you let off in sectors, and the first sector that goes through the gate is the oldest car. So we're Sector 15, and it took me at the back with some of the 1904 cars.
That's an old one. Oh, it's him.
One of the benefits of starting last is you can see all your competitors chugging away in front of you. You can hear the engines, you can hear the gearboxes groaning.
and you can practically see the tears coming out the faces when they broke down at the side of it. Or is that just me? I don't know.
Nearly start time.
Yeah. I think about an hour to go. So we'll get over here and get prepared for the eat off.
You ready to go?
I'm ready.
Born ready.
Born ready. Ish.
Yeah.
Well, the sun's come out. Hasn't it? The sun shines on the righteous.
Makes sense then.
Well, that's the card up. So we're starting, we're off, and we're driving to the start line. You'll hear me pull away in a second. Listen to the gears crunch. Wish us luck. And if you want to see how we get on, watch our next video or vlog, whatever you want to call it. And we're on our way to Brighton. Bye bye now.